everyone. I'm super excited. Sorry to keep you waiting. We're a little bit tardy to the party, but that's okay. That's totally my fault. I'm super excited to be here with you guys. There are a bunch of people in the chat already, and everybody's already chatting away. Today we're going to be doing a special debate ahead of this Thanksgiving holiday, talking about one of the most important things, you know, in Michael Jackson's artistry, I think, is his social anthems, his humanitarianism, all of that. We're going to be talking about that today. And what else can I say? There's no way to introduce him. He's a great friend to the channel. And you guys are always asking for Randall, and he's going to be introducing us and being our moderator for the day. Here is Randall. What's up, Randall?
It's been a while. I'm good to see you again.
Yeah, same here. I'm really excited. We're going to be doing the social anthem debate. It's going to be kind of fun.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to, I was curious to know, what we would debate next. And so I'm glad that we are here and this is the topic of choice. And so I'm curious to see how y'all are going to argue these songs.
Yeah, should be interesting. They're going to have to choose a winner in the chat. So
yeah,
ready to
go. If you don't know, this is the best social anthem debate. So MJ Fangirl is arguing Man in the Mirror, if I have that correct.
Yes.
Yes. The next person I'm going to introduce to the stage, who's debating on behalf of We Are the World, is Miranda the Moonwalker.
Hi, everyone. It's good to be back. Yes, I'm going to be debating We Are the World today, and I have some prizes to give away too. So look out for the secret questions.
Absolutely. And before we really get started, want y'all to keep an eye on the debate. Keep your heads in the game, because we'll be asking, some trivia questions throughout the debate tonight. You might get something cool. So keep your ears tuned. Next up, who's arguing on behalf of Can You Feel It? MJ Buzz 317.
MJ Buzz, what's up? We in here back again. And I got 3 cans to give away, y'all.
I love that.
I know, right? I'm trying to look and see what the other side of some of them are, because I have the bottle of the one on the right.
Oh, they're just all 3 the same. On the
okay. Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
The recent one's from
and then the other,
2018?
Yeah, I think it's 2018, 2019.
Yeah.
And then this one's the diet one, which one for some reason I really like this one.
Oh, wow. Diet.
I like that one too.
All right, get it how you live. And finally, last but certainly not least, debating on behalf of Earth Song, we've got Moonwalking Kingdom.
Hello, everybody. Unfortunately, I am not giving away anything, but I'm still so happy to be here once again.
Absolutely.
Earth Song. You already know.
Yes, as I said, we're going to talk about greatest, best social anthem. We've got about 7 categories we're going to walk through. As I said, we're going to be asking some trivia questions throughout the debate today. Also, if you have a super chat, MJ Fangirl, we'll be pulling those up on the screen for you to get in the game.
Yes, you can also enter to win. Well, not enter, but if you get a super chat and I'm like, oh, cool comment or something like that, you can enter to win one of these MJ Fangirl bags. They say make that change. So eco-friendly over here.
Oh man, it's good to see. I see everybody in the chat saying hey. Hey back to y'all. Let me know where y'all coming from in the world. Like what corner of the world y'all coming from for this debate. I'm curious to see who's representing tonight or this morning, depending on where you are. And as we wait for those answers to come in, are y'all ready to get started?
Let's do it.
All right. So, first category, the overall message of the song. What's Michael communicating through the song? What is the message that you hope to that he hoped to deliver to his fans and the public at large We're going to start with MJ Fangirl.
Yes. So to me, the overall message is pretty simple with Man in the Mirror. Man in the Mirror is representative of, I think, a concept that we know all too well. You know, if you want to make a change in the world, whether that be with homelessness, with violence, with, feeding the hungry, with anything, a lot of these big world problems are solvable by each of us giving that little contribution of ourselves and looking in the mirror and seeing what we can do to make it better. And I think that was the overall message of Man in the Mirror, is just simply, look at yourself and make the change. Simple as that.
I have to mention this. You very shrewd pick of Man in the Mirror, seeing as how one of those lyrics is on that bag. So.
Oh, yeah. Make that
I think you planned that. Next up, we're gonna go with Miranda the Moonwalker. Overall message of "We Are the World."
All right. So the message behind the hit single "We Are the World" is simple yet significant. We Are the World is about being unified as humans and giving back to help make a brighter day for others in need. The song is about not just ignoring the fact that there are people suffering all over the world. And even though that may or may not be close to us geographically, we can still lend a hand to make a difference to those all over the world.
Absolutely. Before I go to the last two, I do want to mention that you all in the audience in the chat can bring up points about Heal the World. Before today's debate got started, I saw a lot of "they don't care about us" chatter on the internet. Even we've had enough, right? So any of these that you want to argue, you can pull those up in the chat, and we'll pull up a comment if it's something cool. So as we continue, let's go to MJ Buzz 317 about "Can You Feel It?"
Can you feel it? I wrote something down, but nothing speaks more than all the children of the world should be loving each other wholeheartedly. Yes, it's all right. Take my message to your brother or tell him twice. So basically, what he's saying is, it don't matter, what color you are, what problems you have going on, what differences you may have. The blood inside of me is inside of you. Can you feel it?
Yeah. Like that.
That's inspired.
Very.
Overall message of Earth Song, Moonwalking Kingdom. What you got?
So, Earth Song, definitely one of his most powerful songs through vocals, lyrics, and feelings. What he's trying to say here is that the world is constantly in pain, and many things happen badly, and he's trying to fix it. And he's listing it each time. What about this? What about? And he lists more and more of our world's problems, and that's so amazing how in the year 2020, our world is still all over the place with fires and wars and shootings and all this. And Michael knew. He knew. And also, something to mention, that this song is also very unique because, one, there's no chorus whatsoever, and also the song name is not present. So,
that's a bar.
He doesn't say Earth Song in the song. So,
yeah. I have a there's I'm sure you're going to get into why that may be. So I'm curious to see if you hit this point when we talk about it.
Yeah, we'll get into that.
Yeah. Let's see if there's anything in the comments. MJ Fangirl, do you see anything you want to call out?
Yes, I'm seeing some really great comments. I see a comment that I see from Cupcake 101. He says, Earth Song is about how the world is today. Why are people suffering? Why are we so mean to each other? Why can't we all just be kind to one another?
Yeah.
I feel like that's a great point.
That really, definitely. I agree heavily with that.
And then I see one about "They Don't Care About Us." I don't know if we want to get into that yet. I'm not sure. But we can.
We can. Let's get it.
All right.
Yeah, let's see.
Stefan, says They Don't Care About Us is an anthem against police brutality. It was relevant when the same song came out, and it's still relevant today.
Yeah, that's a
Yeah.
like the both of the videos, the prison version and the Brazil version gave credence to that. Hell yeah. Do you see the comment from Elijah? I'm scrolling.
Hold on, I'm
Elijah
trying to
Allen?
find it.
No,
Ahmad
Elijah
Oh no,
Allen
there's
about We've Had
Elijah
Enough.
Allen.
Okay, yes, that is a great point.
Yes, we've had enough because it tells a story about children losing their loved ones, and that saying protect our youth. Yeah, I did anybody get the Ultimate Collection like the day it came out?
Me,
Yeah, that was like, I remember that being the
The one with
one
the white
song that
box,
they
is that when you?
the
Is
one.
that
Well, white box in the U.S. It was the black box else some other places.
Mhm.
okay? I know what you're talking
Yeah.
about.
Yeah.
I didn't get it though. I still don't have that one. To be honest with you, I need to get that.
Woo! You need to
it's
go
really
I
get
still
good.
don't got that that box set.
You need
I
to
don't
go
have the
get.
black one.
You need to go get that.
I
Because
mean,
that.
you.
Are there any other comments before we want to move on to get into the nitty gritty that you see?
Let's take a look here. Okay, I actually like this comment here. China shares.
Yes, I feel like Man in the Mirror hits a little different. He's singing or talking to us, if you will, from a personal standpoint, as in they don't care about us, his personal experiences.
Mhm.
I think that's a good segue into the next category, which is composition. How did these songs come about? Like what went into the creation of these songs, and how that manifested through the production of the song, the sounds used, the pace, the tempo, the cadence, all of that. Let's talk about Can You Feel It and its composition, MJ
And it came to
Buzz.
me first. You know what's crazy is I really couldn't find much on this one. I know Jackie and Michael were made it, and it came out around the late '70s. So I'm sure pretty much some of the same stuff that's still going on now was the reason behind doing a song like that.
Absolutely. Let's go to let's go to Miranda. Composition
The
of
co-
We Are the World.
So the concept of We Are the World was to raise money mainly for humanitarian efforts in Africa. And I'll talk more about like the specific projects when we talk about the social impact. But basically the idea behind We Are the World was slightly actually inspired by one of my favorite Christmas songs, which is Do They Know It's Christmas Time, which was by the supergroup Band Aid. It was like kind of like the UK version to raise money in Africa.
Wow.
Yeah, I thought that was really cool because I love that song.
Same.
Anyway, so two activists named Harry Belafonte and Ken Cragen, sorry if I said those names wrong, brought the idea to make an American benefit song. And they contacted several different artists before finally choosing Michael Jackson and Lionel Richie to write the song.
Man, I think about. I'm just thinking of all the YouTube videos of Michael in the booth with Quincy trying to get the
Yeah.
takes right. Yeah. Let's talk about Man in the Mirror, composition for that song and how it comes through in the song.
Yes. So I feel like Man in the Mirror is one of those standout Michael Jackson songs because it incorporates a lot of gospel elements into it. Man in the Mirror was composed by Glenn Ballard and written, as a lot of MJ fam know, by Saida Garrett. And one of the reasons why Man in the Mirror came to be is Quincy Jones talked about how Michael had all these big dance hits and everything. And, he hadn't really had that kind of social anthem type of song since Can You Feel It and We Are the World. And so they sought out to create Man in the Mirror for 2 years. And Quincy Jones was playing songs from Michael, and it's allegedly that Michael didn't like any of the songs until he heard Saida Garrett's song. And I think that she actually said that this is one of the first songs, if not the first, that she wrote. And so I think it's really, really a great song because it kind of, at the time when it was released, I think it was actually quite a stray from the other Michael Jackson music that was already out. I feel like we've never really heard Michael bring those gospel elements in, with the Andre Crouch Choir. Why can't I say that? Andre Crouch Choir. And also, I think the Winans were on the song, very, very big names in the gospel place. And I feel like it really had a lot of impact. So yeah, I think that's the composition and what makes Man in the Mirror great, because I feel like it's something that he really hadn't done before.
Yeah, y'all get in the chat and tell us which song do you think has the best composition. Has the best concept and sounds the best. Speaking of the Andre Crouch Choir, I said that right one time. And gospel. Let's move around to Earth Song and the composition of that song.
All right. Now, Earth Song, it was he wrote it. I believe he wrote it in Austria, I think. And
that's correct.
Yep. And I believe it was the year 1988 when it was recorded. And the original name for the song was actually called "What About Us." So he wrote it, and which led to a recording session. And he also, you gotta remember that he did "Can You Feel It" and all these other songs, all these environmental songs, which led to this. And I think like he kept getting, like, as he was getting more aware of like our world, every year, he just kept on going with that. And it was produced by Jackson, Bill Bottrell, and I think definitely another song that has a gospel crowd at the "What About Us." Yeah, so definitely such a powerful song. So yeah.
That song got a lot in it. It doesn't have just gospel. It got rock in it. It got R&B in it.
Yeah, you got the guitars. You got yeah.
It's a gumbo of genres.
It's a lot is crumped up in there. So that's what makes it so unique.
Mm-hmm. I don't have anything to give away, but I'm curious to know. Moonwalking Kingdom got the year right in which the song was conceived. Does anybody know the particular date in 1988 that the song was conceived? If you do, drop it in the comments.
And we'll send you a bag.
Oh, okay. You're going to give it away. That's wonderful. That's wonderful. Also, some might consider it his magnum opus. Yes, he was still working on that song up until 2009.
I believe that this song was going to be for Dangerous. I've been reading stuff about this song going to be for Dangerous, but they cut it off and they put it for History. I feel it has a more dangerous sound for me.
You could say that about a few songs on History.
It has a dangerous sound. Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know how partial you are to History, MJ Fangirl. I know you like it, but I know that Dangerous is your favorite album.
Yeah.
So, yes. Yes. Let's talk about. Oh, well, go ahead.
I was gonna say some people are guessing in the chat, so I don't know if anyone got it right because I don't actually know the answer.
I don't know.
They're giving. Okay, y'all are in November. Y'all are getting cold. Y'all are cold.
Dang.
I'll give y'all that hint.
Okay. Keep guessing, you guys.
Yes. Looking through the chat and seeing if anybody has anything to contribute for composition.
Yes. Let's see.
Oh, I did want to mention for Man in the Mirror, y'all might. Bad is a Funk album to me. One of the pieces of evidence of that is the horns that play throughout the album. And Man in the Mirror, interestingly, doesn't have those horns, but
oh yeah,
but you can hear those horns in a remix that's on YouTube.
Is a single white glove.
Single white glove.
Yeah.
Got the glow. Yes. So go
Oh,
listen
yeah.
to that if you want to hear the horns in that. It turns it up.
Mhm.
No one's commenting too much about composition,
Okay.
but I do see that
They're trying to get that bag.
Yeah, there are a lot of dates in the chat right now.
Okay, y'all are getting
Yeah.
warmer in the chat. Y'all are getting warmer.
Just saying, yeah, a lot of Novembers.
July 15th, someone says.
Ooh. We're gonna go through the next question and then I'll give you the answer.
Okay.
All right.
Social impact, next category. How did this song resonate? How did it land? The legs it had on it. And we'll get into this a little later. Let's start with Miranda.
All right. Well, before I start, I have a trivia question for you. If you can name 3 of the artists that were in We Are the World, you're going to win this Michael Jackson notebook.
Ooh.
So, Randall, be looking out for the answer for that, please.
That's fine.
All right. Social impact, though. The song has raised over $63 million for humanitarian causes. 90% of the funds raised went to launch relief projects in Africa, such as aid in agriculture, food production, water management, and manufacturing and restoration, along with several other projects. The remaining 10% of funds went to different projects here in America for raising money for domestic hunger and homeless programs. Needless to say, the song has made a difference all over the world socially.
All right. People coming through with the answers. You wanna get into who's on the song right now, Miranda?
Yes.
So many
Okay.
answers.
Let's see who was the first one.
So there's many people who were on the song, including Cyndi Lauper, Diana Ross, Stevie Wonder, Kenny Rogers, Paul Simon, Willie Nelson, Tina Turner, Bob Dylan, Bruce Springsteen, many of the Jacksons,
Oh yeah,
LaToya Jackson.
Yeah, I see Scottish MJ Collector was the first one to answer.
All right. Scottish MJ Collector, please follow me on Instagram and send me a DM and I will send you that notebook.
Congrats.
Absolutely. Yes. Congrats, Scottish MJ Collector. I wonder what you're collecting. Drop that in the chat. I want to see what you're collecting.
He should drop his IG. I believe he has a nice IG collection. Instagram.
Oh,
yeah,
okay.
It does. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. I collect. Go ahead.
A lot of them are doing the 7 challenge that's going around in the collector community. So that's pretty cool.
Wonderful.
So. And MJ Fangirl did a video about that. So check that out.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah, no problem.
After this, don't leave now though, because we got 150 people in chat.
Yeah.
Let's talk about MJ Fangirl's song, "Man in the Mirror."
Yes. So social impact. So one of the things that I was actually surprised to learn, because I was thinking too, I was like, all right, social impact. Yeah, we know this is one of the most memorable Michael Jackson songs. But in my research, I learned that this song actually didn't do that well on the charts when it was first released. It was kind of criticized a bit as being like too soft, too gentle. And I don't believe it broke the top 20. But however, when Michael Jackson passed away, it shot to number 2 on the UK charts. And so I feel like it has a social impact beyond how it was received at first. It has kind of like it's almost like one of those signature Michael Jackson songs, and a way that people want to remember Michael Jackson, but also a way that they want to remember his kind of philosophy on caring for one another and caring for the world and society as a whole. And I think that a lot of people felt the impact of this song, and it resonates with them because, again, as I said earlier, everyone can talk about, making a change in these big general statements, but it's really so important to kind of look at yourself and make that change. And I'm pretty sure that people are still quoting this and using this as kind of their philosophy today. So.
You're right. He said it, and this is it. It starts with us,
Yes.
right?
Mhm.
So yeah. Drop comments in the chat about which one of these songs or any other songs we haven't covered yet have a social impact to you. Whether that's Heal the World, we've had enough. They Don't Care About Us. I know it's popping off in 2020. So shared thoughts about that. MJ Buzz, social impact for Can You Feel It?
Social impact for Can You Feel It? I don't want to get into this part that much, but I'm going to talk about just a little bit. Nobody ever talks about the video for Can You Feel It? It was shot around the time where MTV first started, so they didn't play the video that much, but it showed people what where a video could go. You know what I'm saying, and what you could do with a video. And also kind of like MJ Fangirl, this one only peaked at 77 on the top 100 Billboard, but they still play it and things like. I remember just like last year there was an Amazon commercial with "Can You Feel It?" I don't know if you guys remember that. They didn't play Michael's verse, like the people in the commercial were singing it, but yeah, like you
Yes.
still hear it to this day.
Yes.
Yeah. 'Cause it's such an impactful song. I know I'm saying fangirl, you probably have special memories of the 30th anniversary. I mean, that part right there. My
Yeah.
goodness, the intro. So
Yes.
it's a super impact. I mean, I feel like you can't even sing or think of that song without putting your fist up. Can you feel it? Goodness.
Yeah.
The torch out with the
Yeah.
fire.
Yeah.
Right,
That's the
right.
best.
My goodness.
Sorry, I broke out of character. No, Man in the Mirror for life. Sorry.
Oh.
Right.
That
Right.
song.
I get you.
That song is so like operatic, and I wonder. I just thinking about like the history of music through time, and thinking about like my parents' generation and how they probably reacted to that song, and just how that beat drop. Like that's yeah,
Dun,
that's
dun,
that's a,
It's
that's a
so
dun,
different.
significant
There's
song.
nothing. I don't think I've ever heard anything else like that.
Right,
dun,
right.
dun, 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 dun. Yeah.
Um,
Yeah.
Moonwalking Kingdom. You are supposed to be arguing for
Okay,
our first song.
this was pretty hard for me because I mean, but I did find that, well, I know that a lot of people have did this in like America's Got, I mean, not like The Voice or like America's Got, it's like they cover that song, but I mean that's really all I really could find about that, but I can say that in a world, it does encourage people to protect our planet, and that this song is like, like once they listen to it, it's like, wow, Michael was right. But this was hard for social impact. I just couldn't really, but I did find a lot for the other stuff. So yeah.
I have to imagine that their his approach to comprising this song to have a chorus that anybody in the world could sing.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
yeah. It wasn't. Yeah, that's why I said his song didn't actually have a, like a chorus. So
right, right. But I think that's what made it so accessible throughout the world, right? I think when you sing that, how does it go again?
yeah.
If you're a fan, like you know what the song is, right? Like you can
Hmm.
sing that in any language. So, um, any thoughts about social impact from any of these other songs that the chat might want to jump in?
Someone had made a comment, and I think it might have been Nelson when he talked about social impact of We Are the World.
Nelson.
I think if he can type that out again, because I can't find it now. The comments are going so fast. We've got 118 people that I can't get it back. But he said something about We Are the World's social impact and how kids sing it in school today. And
That's very, yeah.
even
This
though
is
it's
a good point.
You
even
know,
though it's not my song, I want
definitely,
to give a
definitely,
badge
yeah.
for that because I think that's everlasting.
Yeah,
Yes.
definitely. It's like one of those songs that like it's either, I'm kind of breaking character too. We Are the World or like Man in the Mirror, or it's like one of those songs that you hear people singing like their high school graduation. Yeah.
So
Yeah.
Man, I can provide the answer to my Earth song question.
Oh,
you did?
I'm about to.
is it
Okay.
about the?
In the chat.
Is it about the him not saying Earth song, like the song name in it?
No, it's about the date in which the song was conceived.
This is the Earth song.
Courtney. So, Courtney, you had the closest answer. The date of the song in which it was conceived was June 1st, 1988. So, yes, and you answered June 12th. So, Courtney
All
Young,
right.
I hope you're still in the chat. You get a special yellow MJ Fangirl bag.
Yes.
Hey.
Please, I would prefer, please email me. Email me at hello@mjfangirl.com. I'm going to write down the name so other people don't do it, okay?
Yes. Yes. Congrats, Courtney. Let's get into the next category. And MJ Fangirl, you talked about it a little bit in your answer for social impact. Chart certifications and sales. You know, commercially, how did these songs perform? I'm going to pass it to you. Talk about Man in the Mirror.
Yes. So let me break out my notes here. So for chart certifications and sales, as I said, Man in the Mirror was not like, a runaway hit or anything, but it was, so as you guys know, it was the fourth consecutive, this is interesting. So the single debuted at the Hot 100 at number 48 in February when it was released, and it reached number 1 by its 8th week on the chart. So just to be clear about what I said earlier, it didn't break the top 20 in the beginning, but it did eventually hit number 1. And I actually believe that this was after, somebody mentioned in the chat, the Grammy performance that he did, that it kind of grew in popularity after that. The song originally only hit number 21 in the UK, but then, as I said earlier, it hit number 2 after he died. And also, let's see. Yeah, I think that's pretty much it. I have some other information here. In Australia, the song charted at number 39, and then it also shot up to number 8 after he passed away. So, yeah, also at that time in 2009, after he passed away, Man in the Mirror was the top iTunes download single in the US and the UK, which I think is a pretty big deal. So,
yeah,
that's a bar. I think that's going to be hard to beat. Kind of. Let's talk about, sales for We Are the World. And Miranda, you kind of gave an answer to this earlier as well.
All right. With selling more than 20 million copies, We Are the World is the 8th best-selling physical single of all time. And the song went platinum here in the US 4 times, 3 times in both Japan and Canada, and went platinum in gold and silver in a handful of other countries. The song peaked at number 1 in several countries and went number 1 within 2 weeks of its release, which is something that had only been done by the Beatles and the Rolling Stones before.
All right. Yeah, incredible. Let's go to Earth Song. Talk about how that performed on the chart.
So I'm quoting this from Wikipedia, saying that Earth Song debuted at number 1 on the UK singles charts. It remained there for 6 weeks throughout '95, and I'm also quoting this that during when it was number 1, Earth Song kept the first single released by the Beatles in 25 years, and that song was called "Free as a Bird," off the number 1 position, as well as other bookmaker favorites, Wonderwall by Oasis and Oh It's So Quiet by I think this I think it's called B Jork or something. I think it's like some I think
Bjork.
it's some group from like Iceland, I think. Yeah. And speaking of Iceland, they also say that the song took the #1 position in Iceland, Spain, Sweden. It was all over the place. Germany. And then they say also in 2006, it reached number 55 on their European single charts. So, yeah.
I wonder. I think about that and how these songs on History performed so well, you know, in Europe and everywhere else, and how it had lasting power like that. You know, that's testament to his reach. Does anybody have in the chat any memories of Earth Song and when that came out and how big that was? I'd love to know. And let's end this one with MJ Buzz's answer on "Can You Feel It" and its performance on the charts.
JD.
You know, as a song, like I said, it went to 77. But as a complete, you know, album, as the Triumph album, it peaked as number 10 on the top 200 Billboard, and it sold 3 million. But you know, I feel like it's a staple album in the Jacksons community. You know, of course, it's gonna fall short when it's in between Off the Wall and Thriller. But I feel like that album kind of helped Thriller, you know, or whatever. You know, it may have helped Michael's his touring, his shows, his whatever, because the show was so fire that they ended up making a live album, you know, out of it, you know. And Can You Feel It is just such a big part of that whole era, you know. It's just like I said, it might be one of the most powerful low key songs. Like it might be a B side for Michael because Michael really don't have too many of them, but it's so
Right,
powerful.
right,
You know, because I feel like it's not something that everybody knows that song or everybody remembers that song, you know, but the ones that do, it's a special connection, you know. So it was like, well, what you know about Triumph? You know what I'm saying? And you know something about it, you know, I feel like we got a special connection, you know.
um,
So,
uh,
you know, cultural impact, I mean, I just feel like it's impactful. Go ahead. Sorry.
no, you're fine. I wanted to call out JD in the chat because he got excited because
Were the Beatles and Oasis mentioned?
Shout out to JD.
Shout out to JD. Wow. Appreciate you rocking with us today. It's good to see you. Let's see. Who else has any thoughts about any songs that we've mentioned before?
J5 Lover has a good comment.
Earth Song was well known, but I remember Heal the World being bigger and such an anthem. Even now they rehashed it in 2020. Did they rehash it in 2020? It's been a long year for everybody, so
It's been a long year.
I
I
know it's been a
think
long
what
year.
she's
I think
referring
they
to
did though.
what she's referring to, I think, is like the music video that they put out when COVID was like first
Yeah.
happening, like the remake of the music video.
Got it. Go ahead.
I am trying to pull up her comment. We got you, J5 Lover. I just can't pull it up. So.
Oh, it's fairly recent. It's around 440. At least my time.
Can I give
540.
out can I give out some cans?
I was waiting for you to give the cans out. Let's get it.
Yes.
Who? What? I hope this makes sense the way I'm putting this sentence together. What famous Jackson group? There are two members of a famous Jackson group besides the Jacksons that were in the "Can You Feel It" video. Does that make sense?
It does, but that's
There were two other Jacksons in the "Can You Feel It" video. Who were they besides the Jacksons group?
Ooh, I want to ask a question, but I don't want to give it away.
I mean, if nobody comes up with anything in a few minutes, you can come up with a question.
No, I'm curious now. Man.
I see some people are kind of getting it.
Are they? Oh, okay.
But they need to know the exact member.
Mm.
Hmm.
Oh, so someone answered, but I don't know if it's
Okay, well, 3T is
Oh,
not going to get it because
3T.
there three. No wait, 3T is not going to get it because it is 3T, but there was only two members from 3T in the video.
Oh.
Okay,
Oh
wait.
ooh.
yeah.
I see Soldier of Love TV. Wait, no, wait.
Oh, hold on.
Dalen,
Yeah, I
is
think
that
they're
who it
right.
is?
Hold on.
I think I is India Mallard. Did she get it?
The
I
first one
think
I
did
see
you
is
say Dalian MJ Buzz?
yeah, Dalen. That's the first one I see.
Carol.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. They said Terrell and Taj. Is that right?
Yep. Yep.
Oh, snap.
Yeah, I knew it was them.
Who
All
was
right,
the person who won?
Dalian. I hope I'm saying their name right.
Okay.
Um,
Taj and TJ.
Yeah. I hope I'm pronouncing that right.
Terrell and
Make sure you hit
Taj.
me in on Instagram, just so it's still MJ Buzz 317 on Instagram, so I can get know where to send it off to, send the cans to.
all right, congrats, dog. Get you a can. They gonna get the diet or the regular Pepsi?
Shoot, he gonna I'm gonna get a diet because that was a hard one. I'm gonna get a diet one.
Man, all right. We're gonna come back to you, because you mentioned people in the music video. Let's talk about that category, the music video.
Ooh.
Let's talk about what that video was like, how it what people can remember, the highlights of that visual piece.
Okay, are you coming back to me?
Yeah, oh yeah, I'm coming right back to you.
Okay, okay. Well, shoot, I feel like the main visual that everybody remembers that's not even Michael, which is crazy, is when Tito strikes that guitar. But if you guys haven't really seen what it's about, it's almost like the video. The song is actually in the background. You can barely hear the song, and it's really about them, um, like creating the world almost. In the beginning, and it's a really cool idea. It's only something that the Jacksons could pull off. And yeah, I really think that video is low key, and I don't think a lot of people know about it.
Mm,
How
chat.
do you feel like it's low key?
I mean, I was going to ask the chat, do they think it's low key, number one, and number two, what they think is the best music video of any of MJ's short films? So out of anything we've talked about so far,
Can you
please
can
drop
you
it in
feel it
the
is probably the best? Can you? That's a good question. Can you feel it might be the best out of all these videos?
chat. See, that's what I'm talking about. That's
Mm.
the energy that I
Yeah,
need. Yes.
I
I
yeah.
think it might be better than all these videos. Man in the Mirror, no.
Oh!
Earth Song,
Wait,
great.
wait a second. Wait a
Hold
second. Say
up.
that again, because I was looking at the chat. I just heard somebody call my name in the mirror.
Yeah, no, we're talking about out of all these songs, who had the best video? I don't think
Oh,
it's Man in the Mirror. I'm
Yeah,
just,
what
I'm
had the
just gonna
best?
put that
Oh,
out
Kenny
there.
Filler was that? Yeah, no. Kenny Filler was good. I like that video.
Can you
That's
feel it
what
was
I
good, man? That's what I'm saying.
It's good. It's good.
let's
It's one of those first ones that has has a sort of a story too. So
mhm.
Yeah, everybody gives Thriller the credit, but Can You Feel It might be first. It didn't have a
mm.
dance
oh, come
routine,
on.
Wait,
but
can you
shoot.
feel it? Can you feel it?
Okay, but I don't know if anybody. All right, I was just say this for people that didn't watch this, but I had recently. This is in regards to Can You Feel It? I'd recently done an interview with my dad, who went to the Triumph tour, and he shared that the part when Michael's going like this with all the
Yes.
sparkles. He shared that in the arena, the lights made you feel as such though that the sparkles were coming down on you in the audience.
That's
So
That's
cool.
awesome, man.
Oh.
yeah, that was one of the things. So if you guys are curious, because my dad went to 6 tours. He saw Michael live, I think 5 or 6 times. So that's his favorite music video. So MJ Buzz, I'll just say there's that.
Yeah, and well, your dad did a good job of explaining it, because you can hear the sounds in the live album, but he said felt like a spaceship was coming down. I remember him saying that. So shoot, it definitely made me feel like I was watching it.
I was going to mention this in the last category, but my favorite Jackson's album is Triumph. So I want to know in the chat what your favorite Jackson's album is.
Triumph all day, every day.
Yeah.
Nah, man,
love
I'm
that
Team
album.
Destiny. Team
Destiny's
Destiny.
good too.
Team
Destiny's
Destiny.
really good too.
Triumph and Destiny. But what about the Jackson's album?
Think
Okay.
about the good
Destiny is to me the best.
times.
I knew you would like
Yeah.
Destiny, MJ Fangirl. I knew it. I knew it.
Destiny. Destiny's really good too.
It's really good, especially as a vinyl. If you play it as a vinyl, it's really good.
Victory's
Right.
good
You can
too.
set it and forget it.
Yeah.
Exactly. Exactly.
While people are typing their chat contributions, I wanted to highlight a comment that I keep seeing coming up, but I haven't had the chance to highlight it. It's from 23 the Jackson 00.
23.
And she mentioned, it's so cool to see in the behind the scenes of We Are the World how these legendary artists came together and put their fame aside and sang their hearts out for a great cause.
Yeah.
And I feel like that's a great point, and it also is interesting.
Sorry to interrupt.
Sorry
to interrupt. But sorry to interrupt. I'm seeing a lot of Triumph and Destiny in the comments. So where's Going Places? I love that album. What?
Going Places is good.
Did I get?
All right, no comment. But yeah, I just wanted to say that I would like to 23 the Jackson 00. I would love to send you a MJ Fangirl bag for that comment, because I think it's a great point that you make. And also everybody should check out that We Are the World behind the scenes. It's a DVD, but they also have it on like Amazon Prime. It's a great special.
That's a great segue. Let's talk to Miranda about We Are the World and that's a visual piece. What can you share with the people about that?
All right, so the music video for We Are the World is simple, but the star power that it holds is absolutely iconic. I'm going in to say, like, basically what 23_ the Jackson said is exactly where I'm going with this. But who doesn't want to see all of the biggest superstars of the time coming together to create such a powerful performance? There's like a few up close shots of the notable stars, of course, Michael Jackson and Stevie Wonder and all them. But it just like what you said, it just gives me chills to see how these celebrities came together and were so united, and just to watch how passionate they were while they were like recording this and singing this. With the exception of Bob Dylan, I literally, no, guys, I'm like pointing this out because literally today on Facebook, I saw a meme and they're like, I'm Bob Dylan in We Are the World. And he was just like, it was so funny.
My favorite part of that song is, I think it was Ray Charles at the end. He was like, "We are the world."
We Are the World meme slap.
Oh my god!
Like, there was a part. Is Bob Dylan the one who sang before Cyndi Lauper, where Michael looks over? I
think that's Huey Lewis. That's Huey Lewis. I think you're talking about.
Oh,
Bob Dylan. There's just like one close up of him, like.
Oh, dang, I gotta go back and watch that special.
I'm sorry, I forgot.
And then there's of course the meme of like Michael Jackson just like,
oh yeah, you're like,
right, yeah. Someone mentioned that.
yeah.
and then we are the world, Sana. We are the children. Yeah, just oh my god, it's great.
Man, oh man, I'm thinking about Trapson. In yeah.
Did he do a remake of that?
He did a little. Yeah, yeah, it
Oh,
was funny. It was funny.
yeah.
Yeah, yeah. Um, more. I want to ask the chat, which video had more star power? We Are the World or Liberian Girl?
Ooh, oh.
Yeah.
I would have to
Ooh.
go with We Are
I
the World
thought.
for this one.
Why did I
Although,
think
No,
you were
but there
gonna say
was like a
the
couple
old We Are the World or the
huge.
newer We Are the World?
Oh, we're not
like,
talking about
oh
that one.
no,
We're
We Are the World.
yeah.
No, I'm not. No, I am never in my life will listen to that one again.
No, guys, I'm
That,
actually gonna bring it up in a little bit.
oh God.
Okay. Okay. Yes, but I want to know. Yeah, in the chat, which one y'all thought had more star power? We Are the World or Liberian Girl? As we continue to through the bad album, let's talk about the music video
That's a good
for
question.
Man in the Mirror.
Yes. Okay. So, Man in the Mirror. I'm not sure. There's a lot of rumors circulating whether Michael was busy or whether he just wanted to make an impactful statement. Michael Jackson was not really in, the video like the way he would have been in other videos. Michael Jackson, now I'm going to say, did this kind of start that trend of him not being in it? Well, it was part of it. Okay. He was in it for a brief clip. But Michael Jackson, I'll be honest with you guys, I haven't watched the Man in the Mirror music video in probably a couple of years just because he's not in it. But it's very impactful. And it was directed and produced and edited by Don Wilson, who I'm not sure what else that he did, but it featured a lot of montages of like famous people. It had Martin Luther King. I believe it had Mother Teresa. I also believe that it had footage of just like, different problems that affect the world, like homelessness and hunger and children neglect and all different types of images. And I thought it was really powerful. I think out of all the videos that Michael Jackson has that he's not in, it's probably the most powerful. I remember this being played on like MTV and VH1 all the time. And I also want to make mention of the alternate version, which we all know from Moonwalker.
That's right.
Yeah, so he is technically in that, if we can count that as a music video.
That's right.
I don't think we can.
I think that we can.
I don't think we can. It's not in the MJ number ones DVD. Which one do you use?
Oh, yeah. All right, fine. Well, I'm still gonna claim it. Okay. In the chat, hopefully you guys are allowed to claim it. MJ Buzz is just hating.
No, you can't claim that one. You can't claim that Moonwalker.
Let's talk about what can be seen as an evolution of the video for Man in the Mirror, but actually had Michael in it.
It was
Earth
Moonwalker.
Song. We're talking about Earth Song, which what can you tell us about the music video for Earth Song?
Now about Earth Song. The film was it was a music video for the song because it just had the song, but it was directed by Nick Brandt. Very expensive, and no animals were harmed during that video. It was actually filmed in not one, not two, but 4 locations. So one of those locations was in the in Tanzania, I think.
Tanzania.
Yeah, Tanzania. Yeah, and they have all the elephants there. And I'm quoting this because I found a really good article on Michael Jackson World Network, and they say that that he wished to convey the message of the importance of conservation of Earth's treasures and focus on the destruction and rebirth of the Earth. And they're showing a lot of examples of our world and its global problems. Those include deforestation and pollution and animals getting killed and you have all the descriptive things about they have the Amazon rainforest. They have a war zone in that. It's in Croatia, and then they have the final location. They say it was in Warwick, New York, when a safe forest fire was replicated in a cornfield. So yeah, so they're saying that I was gonna now I suddenly found this for social impact. All of a sudden, they say 18 years later to celebrate Earth Day, on April 22nd, the Nature Conservancy took students from schools from the Arusha area of Tanzania by bus to that area on an educational nature trip to supplement their knowledge of natural resources and wildlife conservation. And they were all members of Shoots and Roots clubs, which will help young people become young conservators and greenbelt missionaries. So that is very interesting. And I already know for a fact that Michael would be very proud of that. One more thing. This film, well, the song in particular, was followed by here's my trivia question. Even though I'm not giving away anything, what poem did that song follow?
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. They can get one of these, Joey.
They get a bag, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Where's the big bag? Here.
Mm-hmm.
And I'll give you a hint. It was
Dang, I think I know. That's what I'm at.
Yeah.
I think I know.
I'll give you a hint. I believe
It
this
was
was
on
on
what?
the. I'm not going to tell you the album it was on. I'll tell you when it was. I think it was written. Oh, Scottish MJ Collector got it, but we'll give it.
Dang, he's on top of it.
Planet Earth.
So Joey,
Planet
you can remember Planet Earth, but you can remember that demo of "She's Out of My Life" from that album.
It's the acoustic version.
Yeah. Every time I mention that, you always think I'm playing around, but yeah, Planet Earth.
No. I know that's a demo on This Is It album. It was the acoustic version of the song, and I don't want to compare it to the original. I mean, they're both different musically. I feel like the demo gives me a more Ben vibe.
Go ahead, MJ Fangirl.
Sorry, I just want to make sure. So, are we choosing the second person that got it right after Scottish MJ Collector?
Let's choose the second person.
Okay.
Second person who got it was
why? Because they already got one.
I'm trying to pronounce your name right. Nicolia Smith.
Yes.
Okay. Nicolia, let's put up her name real quick. Email me or DM me on Instagram and let me know the address and I'll send you a bag.
Yes. Congratulations. You're getting some MJ Fangirl swag.
Congratulations! Woohoo!
Yes.
Slash MJ Collector.
The bags.
Did he win a bag or was that Miranda's? Did he win?
Oh, he won my notebook.
Okay,
Hey.
cool.
Show the notebook. I want to see the notebook again too. That's a pretty.
Look.
That's awesome.
And the pages have like Michael
journal
Jackson
and everything.
Oh,
Yeah,
that's nice.
that's fire.
I might as well give away my other prize right now too, right? Since we're talking about it.
Yes.
All right. So you're gonna win these vintage Michael Jackson puppy stickers.
Ooh.
They're made in the 80s, so you probably don't want to use them or open them. And you're gonna win this Michael Jackson $1 million bill because why the heck not? All you have to do is comment 3 fun facts about We Are the World. And the first person wins.
That's good. That's good.
Because we have some pretty smart fans in this comment.
Yes, we do. Yes,
We do.
I'm glad that you brought that up, Walking Kingdom, about Planet Earth, because that really is
my home, my place.
Yeah, those are really complimentary pieces.
Yeah.
I don't know if there was somebody's going to correct me. I believe there was a third piece to that suite of Planet Earth.
Hold on. I think you are right, but are you referring to when he speaks at the end of This Is It, when he's like, oh, it's like a world.
No, I don't know if it's another song or if it's another like written piece, but I believe I could be wrong.
You can find it on Dance in a Dream. He has a lot of poems on that book. So
yes.
I want to highlight. Oops, sorry. Go ahead.
I was just going to say Joey is perfected his Michael voice. Go ahead.
I wanted to bring up one more song from the chat because we've been talking about Heal the World and They Don't Care About Us, but Nicolia said, "What more can I give?"
I forgot about
I
What More
forgot
Can
all
I
about
Give.
that song. I'm such a bad fan. Wow.
Fake fan.
I tend to forget about it too. I wish it had got a little bit more play. She says, "What More Can I Give" is amazing too. As soon as Michael heard about 9/11, he immediately arranged studio time to write the song with a lot of other artists, and he gave all the money to the families, which I didn't even know. That's amazing.
Philanthropy at its finest.
Definitely a We Are the World sequel.
How many of y'all remember? How many of y'all remember when that song came out?
I'll give you a fun fact about that. It was written in '99, but because of terrorist attacks, he had to rewrite it.
That's interesting. I didn't know that.
Yeah, and then I believe they did. I think it was like United We Stand in like 2000.
Yeah.
Was it 2002? It was
That
performed.
sounds right.
Yeah,
Was it 2000?
Yeah.
I
2002.
I just remember them talking about it, and getting
It was like in the
together, and
Apollo
then they put
Theater.
it out.
Yeah.
Okay, so Isabel Paidra, make sure you message me on Instagram. You are the winner. You were the first one I saw.
Hey.
Oh,
Yeah. Okay.
Congrats,
One
Isabel.
written by MJ and Lionel Richie. 2 produced by Quincy. Prince was supposed to be a part. I was gonna say that earlier, but I'm glad. Yes.
Was
Yeah.
it?
That would have been.
Prince was supposed to be a part of it. I think
But,
Quincy
guys-
asked him, and Prince turned him down.
He
course.
still donated money.
Of course,
though.
he turned
Still
down.
donating money. We're not going. Yes, we're gonna give.
He
Prince
did it for
a try.
bad. He did it for now.
Yes.
We Are the World. I'm like,
Yes,
I'm done.
he still donated money. He wasn't on. He said, "I'll," but he gave a song on the B side. I want to say, of "We Are the World."
He
Madonna
did.
wanted
He
to be
did.
I think
on
you're
there.
right.
Yeah.
He did.
Yes. So Prince was down with the cause. And that was after another fun fact. It was after the American Music Awards. Is that right?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah. That's one of the things I was going to talk about, actually.
Yeah. So let's see.
What happened to MJ Fangirl?
I don't know. She's gonna come back.
Joey, you are
hey.
now MJ Fangirl.
Yes.
Now I'm MJ.
Hey guys, it's MJ Fangirl.
Oh my
Right.
gosh, we're so.
We're now watching MJ Fangirl TV.
Wait, guys, where's my identity?
He's Randall now. Oh, now I'm Randall.
Oh, snap.
Another one MJ fan around.
Yeah.
Oh. My bad, guys. Technical
interesting.
difficulties.
That was
Oh
interesting.
man. Swift also mentioned Star Power in the "What More Can I Give" video featuring Beyonce, Shakira, Mariah, Usher, Luther Vandross, to name a few. So yes, Usher. Yes. Man, somebody asked about We've Had Enough. Like there's so many fan edits of We've Had Enough on YouTube.
Mhm.
That
And keep the faith.
oh yeah.
Motivational song. Such an amazing message.
Yeah, there was a guy back around 2004, 5, 6. DB, I think is his initials. He was doing videos and he did one for We've Had Enough that I enjoyed. I don't know if it's still up, but yes, those are our names. Let's move on to, since we talked about the live performance of What More Can I Give, let's talk about the live performesses.
Oh, here we go.
Here we go. You got excited, so let's start with you. Let's talk about the live performance.
And we talk about the tell you what about it.
Thank you. I'm glad you said it, because if you didn't say it, I was going to say it. Yes.
That
100
oh
points
my God.
to you.
That is my favorite part of that whole performance. Even though it was on Roll Brunei, it was, the show was all right at best, but that just that part, especially around like the time where he didn't really sing live that much.
Tell me
That
what
proved,
about it.
That proved to you. That proved to all of y'all that he can still kill it vocally. There we go. But another thing that I could say is that when he did during History Tour, you have very, very detailed as well. You have the I think there's like a tank in the middle, and then you have the military, and then like one of them's trying to shoot him, and then Michael's like putting the gun. It's so emotional at the same time, and then you have them showcasing a military sequence when one of the troops is coming down, and then the girl's hugging him, and then Michael starts crying. But in some way, but still, it's a very, very powerful performance.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Um,
And also cherry picker.
Oh
as well.
yeah.
Yes.
Oh yeah.
Oh my God! Remember that performance when that fan ran up to him
That's
during Earth
exactly what
Song?
the
Is that?
comment is on the
Yeah.
screen.
Oh, what?
I had to bring it up.
And then the fan went like this. He's like,
Yeah.
He was
Yeah. I
gasping.
mean, he had
I
to save him. Yes.
yeah.
got an argument to start
Um,
with Joey.
Oh God!
The
Of course it's
Earth song, man.
it's MJ Buzz.
I mean, it just could be my opinion, and I'm definitely taking a swing at it here. But
Here
everybody
we
does
go.
complain about the history concert being too long, and I feel like the exact moment when it becomes too long is the Earth song.
Mm.
Okay.
Oh.
In
The Earth
I don't
song
some
think
way,
is
that's
right when I
interesting.
think I start be like, all right, I
in
start
some way, I
I start
agree
checking
with
my
you.
phone.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? I start checking my phone.
In some way, I agree with. Oh no! Especially when it's toward that. Oh, where it's like Michael's just doing like he just walk is like.
Oh snap! He out the chair.
Oh,
Yeah.
oh God.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Highlighting some comments because yeah,
Yes.
Yeah.
Savannah
people are
Brock says
excited.
her song perfectly and powerfully conveys the complexity of emotions she wants us to feel about our environment. I want to say to this point that there is a good series of discussions, one of which focuses on his philanthropy and his focus on green living and whatnot. It's called After the Dance. It was held at the Schomburg Center in New York around 2010, I want to say. So you can Google that and look that up. I'll drop a link in the chat for you to peruse that. It's 4 discussions, about an hour and a half each. Pretty good. Like I said, one of them talks about the complexity of emotions he wants us to feel about our environment. So
Yes, I have one more comment I'd love to highlight in regards to Earth Song from Brianna.
let's see what she says. Earth Song's
Earth
performance
Song.
always gets me. He has so many details to it. The children, the tanks, and it always seems to have a meaning where the world should be at peace. Yes.
Yes, definitely agree.
Yes. There's a lot of citizens of the world, people of the world, if I were to use that term here in the chat. I think I speak for all of us when we say that perpetual war is not a good thing.
Speaking of the world, where is everybody from?
Yes.
Oh, they never wrote that, did
Oh,
they?
they did. They did.
Oh,
I saw
they did?
people from Cali, North Carolina, like Russia.
Michael fans come from all
the UK.
over the place.
Yeah, I saw there was a whole bunch of that. So if you came late and you didn't drop that, feel free to drop that. Let's talk about, since you jumped in and took a swing, MJ Buzz, let's talk about the live performance of Can You Feel It?
Man, which one do you want? That's what I'm saying. I feel like every single one is legendary in its own way. You feel? Let's
Oh yeah.
let's see. I already talked about the one 30th anniversary. So let's just talk about the Triumph Tour. Let's just talk about the Triumph Tour. I mean, just like even MJ Fangirl's dad still remembers it to this day. You know what I'm saying? He don't remember. He barely remembers any other performances, but that one, you know what I'm saying, from the beginning to the T. It's just something that, like I said, it's just so powerful. Even on the 30th anniversary, I think there was a guy singing it in the crowd. He had his fist pumping. There was so many fist pumping. You know, I mean, people was jumping. It was, I mean, just man. And then when he breaks it and brings the torch out, you know, it just screams for a second. Only Michael could do that. Or let's talk about when they do the little movement like that, and then they do it like all different, you know, the little neck move. They do it like,
and then he also does that.
Time with that.
Also does he does that little hip thing? He's like,
right. You see, Joey's getting excited. You know what I'm saying, man? Can you feel it?
Can you feel it?
I don't.
And then he was like, "Can you
Right.
feel it?"
Right.
Right. Just when he just stand and then he just
That's
looks
that
at
little
the look he
detail
gives
too.
you. Right. And then the look
Yeah.
he gives you when he walks away, like, I know I just tore that up. I know I just tore it up. You know,
I
you
mean,
can see the
like
confidence building of Michael.
low key though, like the fact that your dad, MJ Fangirl, remembers like the exact effects of that specific performance, even though it was so many years ago. Like that's impressive.
Yeah,
yeah.
Yeah,
yeah.
I'm sure he only saw it one time.
Yeah, exactly. He only went to the show the one time, and it's funny because he was harping on those shows more than like the Bad Tour, which I think a lot of people were hoping he would talk about. But he didn't seem as impacted by that. He really loved that Triumph tour.
So you saying he didn't talk? I haven't watched the video yet. Shame on me. But you saying he hasn't talked? He didn't talk about the Bad Tour much when y'all talked?
No, not at all, actually. But you know
Bad
what? But you know
tour.
what? Though I was thinking of bringing him back on because I think in his mind he was probably so excited about the Triumph
Oh
tour.
no.
Mm-hmm.
But if I asked him specifically about the Bad Tour, I'm sure he would have something to contribute because he saw it at the stadium. I think Meadowlands Stadium.
Oh,
You know what it is?
okay.
I also think it's because Michael performing with his brothers was such a just the chemistry with him and his brothers
I
are
mean,
just yeah.
it's
I
something
think so.
about that. It's also something about that song too, because there's certain ones that just bring you certain, like I'll be there, gives you a certain memory, and yeah, that's another one. But can you feel it? It's just something about that one. It's such an opener.
Yeah. I don't think he performed that without his brothers, did he?
I don't think
Nah,
so.
that's like one of the songs that he always did with his brothers.
Mm-hmm.
Well,
Can
I
you
mean,
feel it?
It
Randy,
says
you gotta
something.
have Randy on that Joker.
Right. Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. Was there something that I wanted to jump in here about? Well, one thing. I'm sure that there's another song in this panel that is comp to the live performance of "Can You Feel It." As an aside, we're going to move to Miranda. Let's talk about "We Are the World."
All right, so there's been like two notable performances of "We Are the World," and it has been performed by many different members of USA for Africa on several occasions. But the two most well-known performances were when Michael Jackson, Kenny Rogers, and Diana Ross performed it at Bill Clinton's inauguration with the Clinton family. That was probably the most iconic, well-known performance of "We're the World." The second one, yeah, it's not really a big deal to me because Michael Jackson wasn't there, but that was during Live Aid when they had more than 100 members on stage singing "We're the World." And Michael, he wasn't in attendance of that one, but Lionel Richie was, and Harry Belafonte, that activist who kind of prompted the song, he was there in attendance at Live Aid. And then the only other like live performance that I would say was how it was used on different Michael Jackson tours as more of like a prelude to Heal the World.
Yeah. And he sung live during that "We Are the World." He's like, "We are the world. We are the yeah."
Yeah.
Do we
Hey,
want to get
Diana Ross
into?
tore it up on that song too.
Yeah.
Yeah. We all forgot about Diana.
That's so funny that you brought Diana Ross up. I was just looking on YouTube the other day about how in her tour, and I want to say 88 or 89, she used MJ's "Dirty Diana" song as like a intro for not obvious reasons, but it sounded great.
Remember that
What
performance?
song
That's
did she
pretty
use?
cool.
I'm sorry.
"Dirty Diana." She used that music to kind of
What?
Remember when Diana
Let's
performed?
go.
Remember when Diana performed this song and then Michael jumped in? It was like upside down.
Oh yeah.
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
That's a favorite.
Yeah.
Joey, your like impersonations are killing me, Joey.
Upside down.
Hey, have you guys heard Joey's Jermaine impression?
Oh God.
No.
No, is it good?
Okay. I'm gonna sing.
Oh, it
Oh,
sounds
hold
horrible.
on.
Let me hear it.
Oh, good. I'll be there to comfort you in a
Oh
world
wow.
that dreams around you. Around me, I found you.
All you need is a
You
guitar
sound like
now. I
Barney,
think it's
right?
pretty good.
Oh, we can't forget about that one song where it was on the Christmas album, and he forgot the lyric. He's like, "Someday at Christmas." Ooh,
Oh my
That is
goodness.
so. That is so.
Why do I know exactly what you're talking about?
it was on the Christmas album.
Oh man! Shout out to Jermaine and any of the Jackson families watching. We love you guys.
Yeah,
Shout out to you guys.
absolutely,
Yeah.
absolutely. I was
And
gonna.
For sure,
and I
right.
and I'm gonna tell my dad.
Oh
Man.
god! Wait,
Yes, Man in the Mirror. You want to talk about it?
yeah, because we gotta go to the Man in the Mirror live performance. I've been waiting. I'm so excited.
Yes.
All right. So I think that Man in the Mirror is one of the most impactful live performances that Michael Jackson has. And I think that he would probably agree with me because he performed it at the end of several different shows and he put his heart and soul into it. What stands out to me is the Dangerous tour and how Man in the Mirror became like a 9-minute long fiasco kind of thing with him getting into it and being on the floor and
xylophone.
yeah, changing into the rocket suit.
Even when they're putting it on him, he's like,
right. He's really into it, but I can't not mention the Grammy performance. Some people say that this is one of Michael Jackson's most important legendary performances. I think also, am I right? He didn't win a Grammy that year. He was kind of
he
snubbed.
did not. He got snubbed.
Yeah, he was snubbed.
That's crazy.
Yeah, he put his heart and soul into that, and I thought it was really, really amazing to see him up there with the choir. I mean, I don't think we'd ever really seen him like that before.
The
And so-
Andre Crouch Choir.
yes, exactly.
yeah.
Andre Crouch Choir,
Didn't
which was
know it.
later on Earth Song too, right? I think.
Wow. Yes.
Yes, so amazing performance. And I have a trivia question. Actually, I'm gonna be giving away. This set of pins to the first person that tells me the last performance of "We Are the World." Michael Jackson performed his last performance of "We Are the World." Oh no, sorry. Why I say "We Are the World"? Y'all look at me like, what is
Man in the Mirror. Man in the Mirror. So you're with Miranda now, okay?
No, if you had Michael's last performance of Man in the Mirror, you win this pin badge set.
Are you looking for the location?
Hey, are we allowed to participate?
I would like to know the name of the event or
Vegetables.
time too.
Okay.
Yes.
All right.
Hey, I wanted them pins. Shoot.
And then the last thing that I wanted to mention about the live performance, which, it kind of makes me sad, but I'll mention it anyway. At the memorial, we know that this was the song that they ended on.
Yeah,
and like the empty spotlight or the spotlight with Michael not there.
Also,
go ahead.
Also something that you forgot to mention.
Tell me.
When Spike Lee does his DJ, and Michael Loves Brooklyn or whatever it was, this was the last song that he always played.
Yes, that is true.
I've never been to that party, but I didn't know that.
Yes. Yeah, they live streamed it for his birthday recently.
Oh yes. That's right.
The first person to win was but we need
Coco X and
Coco.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's the
Yeah.
person who wins. It was actually at in 2001. So I think you win because I think I asked when, right?
Yeah,
So,
he did.
Yeah, so
Did
you'll
he
win
not
for that.
perform it on This Is It?
United we stand.
Well,
He said.
this is
Not in front of an audience.
right. It was at United We Stand on October 2001 in Washington D.C.
Wow. I did
So,
not
yeah.
know that.
I like
cheated
her
out of that one,
profile
but that's
pic.
fine.
Right.
So Coco Chanel,
Yes.
contact me. You could either DM me on Instagram or email me at hello@mjfangirl.com and let me know that you won, and I'll send you out your pin badge set.
Wow.
Cool.
I wanted
In the
those
chat,
pins.
y'all are probably going in, but I want to see if which one of these songs had your favorite live performance, or what you thought was the best live performance out of these songs, or any other ones. Like, did he? Yeah, he performed "They Don't Care About Us" live.
History tour. Yeah.
Yes. So any of these, which one is the best live performance?
Someone said Swift says low key disappointed that it wasn't the real Michael on that the spacecraft.
Yeah.
It was a stunt man taking off with the jetpack at the end of Man in the Mirror. Yep.
I was disappointed too.
I mean, did y'all what all did y'all expect him to do?
I mean,
You know what I'm saying? Come on,
I'm
man.
still looking for the point in which he does it in Thriller in the History Tour
When
where
I
the person
first
goes down and he goes back up. I don't
and you
see
notice
that in
how
the Mirror. So
you notice how in the History Tour intro, you know how Michael's it's a stunt guy. He's in the rocket, but then he's in the suit, but it's just like he goes into a rocket, and then History Tour, the intro, he's in a rocket, and that's like he lands to his next location. So that's pretty cool.
Yeah. I'm just saying, y'all actually are mad because he didn't get in the jetpack and take off.
Yes, I'm mad.
I mean, it makes
Nobody
sense.
there
It makes
saw the
sense,
switch.
but I don't see I've never seen him when he goes down below the thing and then he comes back up. I don't see the cut. Basically, is what I'm getting at. So
how many times did y'all have to watch Bucharest before y'all realized?
Dog, I'm still
that
having to watch Bucharest to find out. So
not
counting.
it was so smooth.
I got so much to say about Bucharest.
Joey, I'm not arguing with you about Bucharest right now.
Yes, we're gonna hold that. We're gonna hold Bucharest to a later date. Any other comments that you see, MJ Fangirl, you want to highlight?
Yes, I actually see this one, and I'd like to give a special MJ Fangirl bag to Stefan for this comment.
Oh yeah, in the documentary, MJ says he writes songs in his tree for inspiration. So when he makes an anthem, it's probably from something he witnessed or how he felt, making it authentic. Yes,
right there in the tree.
Yes.
Yes, Stefan, hit me up. Contact me on the DM on MJ Fangirl blog or email me at hello.
Didn't he write Childhood and Heal the World and all those other songs on that Giving Tree? Yeah, that's right. It takes years to know how to use
that. Yeah, I'm sure the insurance on that was insane if that was him flying a jetpack.
Yeah, but guys, that is like the tooth fairy. Like, you just don't ruin it for people.
Yeah.
If they don't know, they don't know.
Thank you.
Now, the reason I made that Bucharest comment was because if you look at Copenhagen '92, which was the concert that was leaked last year, that has the exact same spin from the Bucharest performance. It was edited heavily.
Okay, but Bucharest was a made-for-TV.
Yeah,
Michael's
you're right.
Always gonna when it's made for TV, he's gonna make it his best.
Don't tell me we're gonna talk about no. I can have a long.
I said we weren't gonna do this, you guys. We're not gonna do this.
We're done. We're done.
Yes, we're not gonna argue about Bucharest.
Shout out to Vanessa. She said she was in her mom's stomach when she was at the Super Bowl in Pasadena in '93. Does it count?
I would claim it if I was her.
Yeah, it counts.
I would claim it.
They say that babies can hear music in the womb, so I'm counting it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
If that's the case, then I went to Victory Tour. Shoot. Hey. Shit, my granny went to school at the Jacksons. How far does that go back?
Oh, what about History? I think that's a great.
I love that.
That's a very good message.
That is a really good choice.
Oh yeah. Someone said.
Go ahead.
Someone said, "Rest in peace to Bruce Swedien."
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh yeah.
Yes, we have to give it up to the two of the best ears that have graced this planet.
Yeah.
Yes. Man.
Moment of silence for Bruce.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah,
Exactly.
that's so sad. It's such a loss, but you know, I also, if people don't know, he wrote a book specific. I mean, he has several books, I believe, but one of them is specifically about Michael Jackson. And I feel like, yep, I know you're about to do that. There it is, in the studio with Michael Jackson. And I'm ashamed to say that I have not actually read all of it, but now I'm going to go back and really dig into that.
Yeah, in the studio.
Go get this. Go get this.
Do you like it, Rick? Is it interesting?
I like it. He goes into, you know, like where it was recorded.
It's on my Christmas list.
Just his memories of it. And then sometimes he gets into some of the equipment that they use. So he gets really into detail, and there's diagrams and stuff. So depending on how familiar you are or not with that side of recording, that might interest you. But it's a mix of, you know, recollections of the music. Also has some photos. This is blown out, but here's a note that Michael wrote. Yeah, and some of the mixing documents that they used, and some of the doodling you can see there, and a picture of them on, what is this? The Wiz. When I think he worked on that, right?
Oh, wow. I didn't know that.
Yes. So yes, go get this. It's a when I say the word, I mean it in all its connotation. A sonic compliment to all of the stuff that we read about Michael, about, you know, how the songs came to be, and, you know, it's a really good perspective on how all that music came together and the part that Bruce played in it. So again, rest in peace, rest in power to Bruce. We listen to his work every day.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wonderful. Yeah. This has been great. I'm really enjoying this debate. You know, I think I think this is almost at a record, you guys. We hit 123 people live in the chat. So yeah, so I think we have 2 more segments to go. So if you're still hanging out with us, don't go away. I think we got a couple more things. I got some cards. Are these bubblegum? Oh, some bubblegum cards to give out soon too. So stick to
yeah. Yeah, let's go to these last 2 segments. The longevity of the song and its relevance today. Right? How has this song reverberated throughout the generations? Has it reverberated throughout the generations or not? Let's talk about it. Let's get into it. Let's talk about, who am I going to pick first? Let's go to MJ Buzz. Let's talk about this.
Man. Oh man, the longevity of the song. I kind of gave away one of my answers already when I talked about it being an Amazon commercial last year.
That's right.
Yeah, man, just Michael Jackson. Period. Is longevity, long brand. I mean, you know, so it's very relevant to today. We're doing lyrics next?
I mean, we can get into it right now if you want to.
Yeah.
I mean, no, I'll save it for you know, because it's part of my closing argument. But yeah.
Okay.
Just yeah.
All right. Let's talk to Miranda about We Are the World and its relevance today.
All right, so the message of We Are the World is timeless and will always be relevant. I still see people sharing the song on Facebook every so often, remembering how iconic it was. Like I said, I just saw a meme about it today. And in 2010, there was actually a remake of the song. Instead of it being for Africa, it was for earthquake relief in Haiti. And instead of having the artists of the 1980s, it was like the biggest artists of like our generation, like Bieber and Celine Dion, Josh Groban, and like a whole bunch of rappers. So obviously people are still remembering the song today. Gloria Estefan, she did like the Spanish rendition of the song, and they had a lot of Latin superstars singing it. Somos El Mundo.
Yeah.
And that was
Yeah.
so awesome. I love the Spanish version of the song. Oh, and another thing I wanted to like mention was they actually in the English remake, Janet Jackson, she was included and she duetted Michael's part, and I thought that was really, that was probably really cool and really special for her. So, needless to say, the song still stands and goes strong today.
Has I'm sorry, Miranda. Has MJ
What?
ever performed that song live at one of his concerts?
He at least did the song, like the music as the prelude. I don't think he did perform it, honestly. Did he? I feel
About the only shot
stupid.
I have
So
for
I don't
him.
think so.
MJ Butler's going for people's necks right now. Oh my
Did
God.
he?
That's the only shot I got.
Did
He
he
didn't perform
perform
that
it?
song.
No, I don't think he did.
Oh,
He performed it with Bill Clinton. Honestly, with Bill Clinton, how much better could it get?
man. I want to, before we go around the
Man.
horn, I do want to pull up a comment that I saw from Terry Moonwalker, MJ Fangirl, if you can go up to that one.
Yeah. Hold on. Let's see. Yes. They don't care about us?
Yes, they don't care about us. It's about racism, police brutality, government, and media, and how they actually don't really care. I think it's relevant because these things are sadly still happening, and we need to change that. Yeah, we were talking about this earlier in the night, and how they don't care about us is like the sound of the streets, at least in America nowadays.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, I think, I think it speaks to the longevity of that song, and probably the life that it has. That he built it, or started building it back in the early '90s during the Dangerous era. Don't know if he had the concept back then. At least he was working on the production. But for that song to, if it came out in '91 or '95 like it did in real life, like it still would have been relevant. I think a lot of people remember Rodney King from '92. Like I can imagine, that song would be relevant back then. So this song has legs, unfortunately, right? But
Right, my goodness.
yeah, right. But it definitely, if you hear the song nowadays in public, I think you know what time it is. I think what the mood in the air is. So thank you, Terry, for that. Oh,
Yeah.
what are your guys' thoughts on the 2020 version of They Don't Care About Us?
I'm just putting this up because I thought it was interesting. I personally was one of those people who watched the premiere when Spike Lee kind of released that video, but it was the same.
It was the same, but just about, right?
Like, I literally was like, oh my gosh, they added new scenes. And then I had to check myself and go backwards and look at the original videos. And I was like, this is the same, exact same thing. But it's interesting that they tried to incorporate it. Because like you said, Randall, it's so relevant today. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, he almost didn't have to do anything because, the concept was already in the original video. So, it lives through the era, it lives through the ages. So, let's go into Man in the Mirror and talk about that song's longevity.
Yes. So I think, someone actually helped me out in the chat and said, if you ask someone about Michael Jackson's songs, if they don't name Thriller and Billie Jean, they're going to name Man in the Mirror. And so I think that it's got great longevity. I see people kind of using it as their little Instagram captions even now, like I said, make that change. I think it's very relevant. And then also, especially at a time like this where we're dealing with, we're not going to say the word because we don't want to get blocked, to get blocked on YouTube, but, the C-19.
Right.
That we we all have to do our part, you know, by like
Mhm.
wearing our face coverings, like making sure
Mhm.
we're social distance and all that. And Man in the Mirror, it kind of like, I think to me is super relevant in that way because it shows that as if we each contribute one thing as a collective unit, we can achieve so much more.
Yes.
Mhm. Mhm. Man, I'm looking up comments as we move around to Earth Song, Moonwalking Kingdom. Do you want to talk about that song's longevity?
Well, the Earth Song definitely has a relevance with today, especially with the Australian fire happening earlier
Yeah.
this year. So definitely a led to more people streaming it.
Mhm.
And with the audience for Heal the World, definitely, I just feel like every song that Michael did, like whether it was environmental, definitely, especially as 2020 was such a hard year for a lot of people. Heal the World, coronavirus, they don't care about us, police brutality, um, and Earth Song for the Australian fire. So
Yeah.
definitely, yeah.
I mean, I think we can all we all see the climate change and the increasing volume of tropical storms and not earthquakes but wildfires and hurricanes is the word I was looking for. Um, and yeah, I mean, I think I that song probably should get a lot more play nowadays because we are at the we're close to, if not at the breaking point. So looking through the comments and seeing where we where we can pull out some input from the chat.
Yes. So one of the thing I wanted to point out, which I think I've seen this meme a lot where people say Michael Jackson knew it first.
Oh,
Speaking to Heal the World, Damo007 says Heal the World is most relevant today. It's almost like a prediction. Make a little space to make a better place. MJ with his surgical mask. Say
yeah.
no more.
I did a whole video on this.
Yes.
Oh, there was a video. There was a video that was going all over the community. It was like Michael holding a tray of food, and he's like, "Hello, it's quarantine," and it was something about him. Bubbles made these oranges for me, so here's your food. And no, I'll send it to you all on the chat later. It's
Yeah, yeah.
brilliant. It's brilliant. Yeah.
Miranda, is that video that you made about this on your channel?
No, someone else made it.
No, I'm talking about Miranda's video that she mentioned.
Oh,
Don't watch my video. I got a lot of hate for that, but it was just a joke. It was just a joke, you guys.
I quite liked it. I thought it was good.
Well, thank you.
That is too funny. Okay, let's see. I'm trying to see what else in the chat. Let's see here. There are a lot of great comments, you guys.
There's a lot of amazing comments on here.
Oh, okay. This is a great comment, which probably we can all agree with.
Mm-hmm. I love how we can't really choose which song is better because all these songs have the same meaning behind it, even with a different beat and rhythm. They all talk about the
That's
world.
true.
It's powerful.
They talk about I mean, I wouldn't say the exact same meaning as Heal the World was talking about making the world a better place. Earth Song is talking about all the damages about the world. Man in the Mirror is more of a social impact kind of song, like making a change. Same thing with Can You Feel It and all these other songs. They have something else to talk about. And we've had enough. It's about wars and all. There's a lot that he.
Yeah, I mean, I think the core, of all of these
point.
songs is the same. It just manifests differently.
He's just
through
talking. Yeah, but definitely agree with this comment right here.
yeah.
I see a great comment from Rob Corley. It says, "Heal the World has a never-ending, continuous message to care and to take care of each other and the planet."
Right. Like
Yeah.
there's all of these things are connected, and he said that a lot. Like these things don't happen out there; they
You
happen
and for
for him
me.
too,
Yeah.
right? So
For you and for me, the
mhm,
repetition. Yep.
mhm. Do we want to get into the last category and close it on out?
Yeah, I think
Let's go over
so.
me.
Looking for one more comment before we do so.
Yes, I want to put this
Lauren,
out here.
yeah, go to Lauren C's comment right there. It says Michael knew about racism, how the world is being impacted by people, but to wearing a mask. The man really knew everything. Yeah.
He really did.
Oh gosh.
Michael was on the wave before everybody else. All right. Closing arguments.
Yeah, we can move on to closing arguments. I wish that I had another trivia question because I do still want to give away this folder.
Ooh.
This is an exclusive school folder that was put out in 2010 after Michael passed away. You know, they put out all these I think it was around the same time as Miranda's Notebook too.
I think it's the exact same line.
Right?
I remember those in Kmart.
Yes. So you guys, if you're down.
I know. I'm looking over at my books and thinking of if I can think of a trivia question real quick.
Yeah.
I know we can put our minds together on this panel and think of something.
Yeah.
But in the meantime, let's go to closing arguments.
Yes.
Why is your song Michael's best social anthem? Anybody want to go first before I volunteer anybody?
Let's talk about that breakdown of Earth Song. Same thing. I mean, I think I said that earlier when he's like, I think that is my favorite part of that song, and it's it goes hard too. Yeah, even though the song is so like environmental and everything, it just got it's like damn. Okay, no, but seriously, it's so powerful. It's like he's telling a story too, and vocally as well. So with that aggression and just oh my god, like it's like I can that's one of those songs that I on history. I mean, that's why I also say History is my favorite Michael Jackson album, primarily because of all those songs and how truthful they even are today. Like I can name look at I mean a song that I relate to a lot is Stranger in Moscow, primarily because I go through stuff on my own. But we'll get to that some other time. But anyway, and also They Don't Care About Us, About Our World Now, Scream, and Earth
Somebody
Song.
said Black and White too.
Black or White? Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But
I didn't even think about that one.
yeah, Black or White definitely is another. And I think Miranda also mentioned on the album debate that I watched that she said that Beat It is also an anthem in some way.
Yeah, I did say that.
Yeah, it's talking about, you gotta prove you're a bigger man, you gotta step away and show who's wrong and who's right. So definitely a powerful message. So.
I mean, almost all of Michael's songs, even bad, like almost all of his songs.
We can change the world tomorrow. This could be a better place. But if you don't like what I'm saying, put you slap my face. I love that.
I have a trivia question, but we'll get to it after we talk about. Oh yes, and somebody mentioned I was going to ask a question. Which version of Earth Song, I guess at the crescendo of the song, do y'all like? Do y'all like the aggressive voice version? Or do y'all like the falsetto? Yes.
I wasn't crazy.
I like the falsetto.
That's a This Is It thing.
I mean, we've heard the falsetto in the So
my favorite part is when he's like, I can't even breathe. That's my part.
Yeah.
For some reason. Yeah, for some reason, my favorite line, and I mean, not just like just the way he said it. It's like, "What about baby boy? What about?"
Before we move on, there was a third. I think there is I do remember the third piece to that suite of Planet Earth and Earth Song. I think it's like an orchestral or classic version of that. of Earth Song. So I think that's the third and final part.
Closes in silence.
Yeah. So let's talk about why We Are the World is MJ's best social anthem.
It just is, guys. That's it. No. The star power and just how iconic it was at the time and how people still remember it. It's just hands down probably one of Michael Jackson's most memorable moments in his career. He said when he was talking about We Are the World, like during the video, like, they'll see my socks and they'll know it's me. Like, they won't even have to see my face. That is true.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Oh man. The question that I have, trivia question to give away MJ Fangirl's notebook. We talked about the horns on the Bad album. What's the name of the guy that headed up that horn section on the Bad album?
Ooh.
Yes.
That's
Yes.
a great question. Come
Yeah.
on,
That's a very good question.
I was gonna say the name earlier, but I did not.
As someone who knows a lot about Michael Jackson, I don't even know that. So, wow.
Yes. MJ Buzz, while people marinate on the name of the guy who headed up the horn section during the Bad album, let's talk about why Can You Feel It is MJ's best social anthem.
I think I'm just gonna close with a few bars from Can You Feel It? He said, "Every breath you take is someone's death in another place. Every healthy smile is hunger and strife to another child. But the stars do shine, and promises salvation is near this time. Can you feel it now? So brothers and sisters, so we know how." Powerful.
See, when you read it like that, that's bars. That's
Bars.
that is heavy, right? Like that. That's
Every breath you take is someone's death in another place. Like, he ain't came that hard since.
Yeah,
My
I think
goodness.
about that a lot. I think about that a lot.
That just tells you how a lot of people who listen to songs, not even just Michael's songs, just songs, they just care about the beat, not what he or she or anyone is trying to say. So, definitely. Oh, I also forgot to mention.
Don't.
Oh, go, MJ Buzz. I talk too much. You go.
I was just gonna say, I feel you, Joey, because when I said I was gonna do this song, a lot of people were like, "Can you feel it? What's that song you're really talking about?" You know what I'm saying? So I had to break it down. You know, we had to sit there with the lyrics and figure it out.
Oh, and you're doing that right.
It's a very powerful song. You know, in my opinion. Yeah. I think it needs to be shown more love.
It does. And before we move on to the last song, I do want to give congratulations to SA Music, who got the answer right to the trivia question.
I knew someone would know that.
I'm trying to look for. Wow, cool! Congratulations.
Yeah.
SA Music, send me a DM on Instagram or email me at hello@mjfangirl.com and let me know where to send the MJ folder.
Absolutely. And we're going to end with you, MJ Fangirl. Tell us why Man in the Mirror is Michael Jackson's best social anthem.
I think it's Michael's best social anthem because I just feel like no other song comes close. When people think about Michael Jackson singing about the world, yeah, they might think about Heal the World or, you know, the other songs, but I feel like Man in the Mirror is one that is not to be confused with anything else. People already know what it is. They know also they kind of link together Michael's like live performance, and they think about, you know, how much he really cared about that message of, you know, changing the world one by one, each person by each person, and seeing how we can each make our own contribution to the world, making it better. So I think this is Michael's most powerful and impactful song. And also Saida Garrett said, I don't even know if it was just her, but I've heard it's been written that Man in the Mirror is one of Michael Jackson's favorite songs that he ever did. So, I mean, yeah, that's it.
Yeah, that's facts. That's facts. So much so that he
Who
wanted to try it
wrote
again on the next album.
did Michael
Oh, here we go.
Did Michael write the Earth song? Did Michael write the
Yes,
Earth song?
yeah, you wrote it. Yeah.
Did Michael write We Are the World?
Yeah.
Oh,
He definitely wrote
Did
Can You
Michael?
Feel It?
Did he not? No, he did not write Man.
What happened on Man in the Mirror?
You know what? There was a little bit of time when Michael just, decided to branch out.
You forgot to say, yeah, and also, okay, Buzz, he didn't write Man in the Mirror, but I can tell you for a fact that whole section when he's like, I'm gonna make a change, it's gonna feel real good, that he came up with that part. So, yeah, it was improv by him. Yeah.
Do I even respond? All right, Joey.
I mean,
Buzz got destroyed.
MJ Buzz, you do have 3 cans. Do you want to give?
Go ahead.
I was gonna ask. You have 3 cans. I know you gave one away. Do you want to give one more away?
No, boy, getting all 3 of them.
Oh,
getting all 3 of them.
Wow.
Okay. All right.
That's how we do it at MJ Buzz.
Oh yeah.
Number one MJ fan around.
Yes, we do that. Make sure that
please pull up the comments from the chat before we close.
Okay, I was gonna say make sure you guys subscribe to all of us. All right. So in the chat, let's see what everybody's talking about.
Lost children, keep the faith, keep your head up.
Right.
You are not alone.
Faith is one of my favorites.
Yeah, we have
Keep the Faith.
Yeah, I
Heal
do
the
like
world.
it.
I know, right?
Heal the world. Yeah.
Do you see Sarah's comment that she just came through?
Heal the World. Michael said that Heal the World is the song he was most proud of to have created. Also, is what MJ tried to live by his whole life. Definitely one of my favorite songs.
That is
I love that.
Yes.
I love that.
Yeah.
I see.
Can you feel it?
You know what?
Feel it?
I like that, Sarah.
Oh.
Sarah, I'm going to send you an MJ Fangirl bag.
Someone said Jam. Someone said Jam.
Sarah got an MJ bag. Oh, Jam is a low key. That's a low key.
He's talking about
yes.
Talk about the world and you see nation and nation. All the world comes all together.
In my top 5. That's in my top 5 MJ solo song.
Is that not a stretch?
I mean, he's
a little bit of a stretch.
The song is strictly about all these things going on in the world, but all of that is not too much for him to dance and get down.
Okay,
right.
Okay, so question. Will we accept Why You Want to Trip on Me then?
You know what?
No.
I wasn't arguing for Jam. I was just explaining the concept of the song and if that was a stretch or not. That's all I was doing. I wasn't arguing for it.
I don't think Why You Want to Trip on Me.
Why You Want to Trip on Me is very close. We got
on
these
the
fake
line.
diseases. There's no
on
cure.
The Line. MJ's PYT says
On
the Line is a song that not many people talk about. It has a good message. On the Line.
Yeah, that was during the that was for Get on the Bus.
Get on the Bus. Yep.
For the Million Man March movement.
That's a good song.
Yeah.
That's a good song.
Yeah, I love that song.
Babyface. Shout out to Babyface.
Yeah, history song.
Another y'all know where Babyface is also from Indiana.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
We got Babyface, Vivica A. Fox, Mike Epps, and the Jacksons.
Yeah.
I got Freddie Gibbs too.
We got Freddie Gibbs. We got Mankind, the wrestler.
Oh my
God. Freddie Gibbs though. What you know about Freddie Gibbs?
What you know about Gibbs? They don't care about
David Letterman. Is that right, David Letterman? I think.
Oh really?
Oh really?
I think that's
okay.
And
yeah.
They don't care about us as the most direct MJ anthem. People thought Michael was soft, but nobody's ever been that straight up about messed up the world was and is.
I'm going back to Indiana. Indiana, here I come.
Yeah.
Correct. I like that
Love
comment.
That song.
I agree. It's very straight up, and Michael was also showing straight up imagery in the prison version. That's why
Yes.
it got
And for a little bit.
yeah.
Yeah.
Someone wanted to mention this. I think it's kind of interesting too. Can you discuss history more? Yes, actual speeches from historical moments in history, which is true.
I love the song History, and I think that part that she's referring to, I think that is so powerful.
Yes.
Like, I believe he has MLK speech in it, and the first walk on the moon, and it's just it gives me chills. Like,
I also want to give a shout out to my good friend who is new to the community, and he's been a fan since 1982, and his name is on here. I don't know if he's still on here. His Instagram is Moonwalk Classic, and he's doing a live stream, and he's a DJ, and he's doing Michael stuff. So it's MJ Party. So if you guys are on, if you guys are in the chat, definitely catch him for that. Oh no, MJ Buzz is in the comments all of a sudden saying, "Oh, what about Wummy stuff?"
Oh my god!
Troll.
yo,
Blocked. Go.
Troll.
What about when I be starting something though? You know what I'm saying?
No, sir. No, sir. No, sir.
No, I believe in me. You believe in you.
I'm saying in you. I'm saying outside of my.
Okay,
we say Man of War is one of his social anthems too.
Oh.
That's a great.
Wow, that's so deep in the archives. Man of War.
That's so deep in the archives. I don't even know what song that is. So.
It's from going places.
Oh yeah, right.
That's so deep in the archive. Hey, Little Susie is just disqualified. I don't.
Oh my god!
Yeah, go.
I can't go against Little Susie, man.
Representation of unity and cry, especially in a video.
It is very well crafted, but it's so scary to me. I can't listen to it.
It's hauntingly beautiful.
Somebody always wants to throw that in the comments.
So this is
cry. You've got to cry.
The representation of the unity and cry, especially in the video with people holding hands, is something worth mentioning.
Change the world.
I personally love this song. I think it's a shame that it didn't get that push. You know, the marketing. I would have loved to see a visual for that. Yeah, I think it's great.
Change the world.
It's no man in the mirror. But it's so yeah, I think we'll highlight a few more comments and then wrap it up. Thank you guys, by the way, because it's been a minute. Sorry, not a minute. An hour and 57 minutes. Our longest debate yet.
Wow. And I also want to say this.
I was just about to say before you go on. I'm sorry. I was going to shout out Black Jackson Estate earlier. So I see user one in the chat. What's up? What's up? What's up?
Yeah. Also,
the Christmas album earlier. So
are they in the chat? What's their name on there?
Miss PYT 1988, and she was talking about who knew Diana was rocking Dirty Diana at the top of her tour shows in '88. That's what I was telling y'all about. I'm gonna drop the link in the chat.
Yeah.
Amazing. Shout out, Black. What's the official name of the podcast?
Black Jackson Estate. That's it. That's the podcast.
Black Jackson Estate. You got to check them out. They're on, I believe, SoundCloud. That's the best.
Yep.
That's the way that I
listen.
listen.
There's a lot of podcasts and stuff out there. Definitely. MJ Cast is another one. Yeah.
That is true.
Yeah.
And by the way, Moonwalking Kingdom, I'm 10 away from 1,000 subscribers. So, my God, I can't believe that. So, make sure y'all check it out.
Subscribe to our channels. I'm checking out if there's any other last comments. I think everybody's just throwing out so many different. I see Blame It on the Boogie. I see Blood on the Dance Floor. Ben.
I saw someone throw out Superfly Sister as a social
Living
anthem.
Together by the Jacksons.
That is so funny.
Social anthem. It talks about hold on, what was that comment? It talks about unity among people and how we need to stick together. So Living Together by the Jacksons.
Let me see if I can find that comment. Yeah, I actually love that song. Yeah. I think there's, you know what it is? It's like there's so many amazing different songs with a meaning that Michael has performed. It's hard to choose, but I think we can say that Michael Jackson, as an artist as a whole, was very into and dedicated to singing songs that had a meaning and impact beyond just himself.
Oh. Be Not Always.
Be Not Always is great.
Yeah, it's all right.
I don't even know. What is that song even talking about?
Be Not Always. Be Not Always.
Like,
People make the world go round.
People make the world go round.
Oh, yeah,
Good.
there you go.
Yeah.
Hey, what about
all right.
Money? What about Money? And I'm done.
Money.
That's a reach.
Hey, Money was hard.
Okay, how about You Rock My World? No, I'm just
All these
kidding.
other reaches. All these other reaches.
The social.
Hey, let me reach. Let me reach.
Say, see you reaching, so it's time to close.
Yeah.
Go
Go
ahead.
ahead.
No, you go ahead.
I just want to say, if you want a prize, email me at hello@mjfangirl.com. It's on the bottom of this video description, and you could win a prize. Or sorry, you could claim your prize. MJ Buzz distracted because he was showing me his bag.
And if you guys won one of my prizes, please reach out to me on Instagram. It's just Miranda the Moonwalker. I will be checking my messages as soon as I get off here.
Yes. Yeah, this was amazing. Thank you guys all again for doing this. I hope you guys had fun on this debate.
Yes. Tell them where they can find y'all on the socials.
Yes.
Man, you can find me at MJ Buzz 317 everywhere.
I'm one MJ fan around.
All right. Moonwalking Kingdom, where can they find you on the socials?
You can enter the gates of not Neverland, but the Moonwalking Kingdom. You can enter the gates there. Subscribe to that channel, 10 away from 1K. Working on a website pretty soon, and as well as some merch. And I'm gonna also drop. I did a recent video about the hidden secrets of the Blood on the Dance Floor album cover. So, and I'm also gonna do a video about the Dangerous album cover and their hidden secrets as well. So I'm looking forward to uploading those.
Man, MJ Fangirl, remember when we saw the Dangerous album cover in Paris?
Yes. Oh my gosh, that was amazing.
Yes.
Such an amazing experience.
Did you guys notice that the world is upside down on the Dangerous cover?
Yes.
Okay. I just noticed that this year, so that's a fun fact to me. Yeah. Well, I didn't go to Paris, you know what I'm saying, and see the big dog, you know what I'm saying.
Miranda the Moonwalker, where can everybody find you on the internet?
All right, you can just find me on YouTube, Miranda the Moonwalker. I promise you guys, I swear, hold me to it. I will be releasing content soon. I promise.
Yes.
I need to be inspired. I want it to be good and quality over quantity. That's my method. I will be putting out stuff soon, though. I promise. And also follow me on Instagram, Miranda the Moonwalker. I like to talk and chat on there, and I'd love to connect with you.
Absolutely. We gonna give everybody grace in this time. So take your time. We looking forward to seeing your next video.
Yes.
Yes. And MJ Fangirl, we're gonna give it to you to close.
Yes. So if you would like to find me online, you can find me right here on MJ Fangirl TV on YouTube. And then I'm also on Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram. My handle is at MJ Fangirl Blog. Even though I don't really write in it, I also do have a blog. If you want to check that out, it's at mjfangirl.com. And yeah, this has been a lot of fun. And we can't forget about our host,
Brando! The man.
Yeah.
Tell us where we can find you.
I mean, you see it on the screen. The Rock Files, no K. I'll be, you can chat with me on IG, on Twitter. It's been good talking to y'all. I've had a good time tonight.
Yes. Yeah, so this has been
Randall
awesome.
don't respond to nobody though, so.
What?
You see,
I'm just throwing some shade your way now.
Yeah, I see. You trying to win the debate, and I ain't even debating. What's wrong?
I throw some shade your way now. He just be reading. Randall just be reading messages and not replying.
MJ Fangirl.
Yes.
Are you gonna do a poll on your on the community page?
Yes. Thank you for reminding me of that. Yes. So we
Yeah.
always do a poll of the best social. Well, okay. So let me make clear. We want to know.
Hashtags. Put the hashtags down.
Right. If you want to write it in the chat right now, hashtag
Team. What song? So
right.
for example, yeah, Team Earth song. Let's go.
Put it in the chat now before we leave. Who you think won? I'm going to put a poll on the community page also, and don't just vote for your favorite social anthem. Vote for the person that you think won the debate, because we put a lot of effort in, and we want to know who you guys think won.
Yes.
Although,
Make sure you don't vote for MJ Buzz because he was just on the stage. So vote for who you thought argued the best points. So make sure you don't vote for MJ Buzz. Okay, I'm done.
Oh God! All right, so here's
Okay, everybody, that's a wrap.
Yeah,
I'm not gonna end like that because this was songs about love and all that type of stuff in community. So it was good connecting with y'all, vibing with y'all. We're gonna end on energy of love and happiness and all of that thing. So
yeah.
MJ Fangirl, again, giving it to you to take us away.
Yeah, so thank you guys for joining the best social anthem debate. Don't forget to visit the community page. I'm going to post the poll later tonight. And happy Thanksgiving to all who celebrate.
Yeah, celebrate.
Yeah, I think, thanks so much. This has been so successful. So we can't wait to see you, hopefully, at the next one. Bye, guys.
Bye.
Bye.